Hampton Roads residents are remembering Steve Jobs in their own ways.
10 on your sides, Ann McNamara is live outside MacArthur Center in Norfolk, which has the area's only Apple store. Ann?
Well, guys, out of all those Facebook messages, the statuses, the tweets today, there was one I think that really resonates. It read, "I sad," and that really seemed to be the mood inside the Apple store today at the MacArthur Center. A lot of people talking about what Steve Jobs meant to them and how his products will outlive him. In his last public appearance, Steve Jobs introduced the iPad 2 to the world. 2 months later, he stepped down as CEO of Apple. 6 weeks after that, storefronts are dark at the news of his death.
Strange feeling, but definitely a tribute to someone who we all think about.
And it's hard not to, with all of the talking and texting and typing going on around us, all on Jobs' creations.
I've got one of the old bubble iMacs, I got a new iMac, a couple MacBook Pros.
I've got the desktop Mac, I have an iPad and an iPod.
I have one. He has one with books on it.
We have a computer and some sort of thing that I'm not real familiar with that my grandchildren have. So yes.
The iPad?
Yes, yeah, thank you.
In 1976, Jobs helped create the Apple I, his first product, in a garage in California. But as the popularity of his products grew, his health grew worse.
As some of you may know, about 5 months ago, I had a liver transplant.
His diagnosis of a rare form of pancreatic cancer in 2003 led to several leaves of absence. He turned the company over earlier this year, and now his death has many wondering what's next for Apple.
It's like George Washington was always the first president. You know, without Steve Jobs, it's going to be a different company.
They're going to go under. It's going to happen.
One thing that won't be lost: his legacy.
My grandchildren can do what they can do at age 3 and 6, and I can't. Yes, he did change this generation, all for the better.
So who did Steve Jobs choose to succeed him? The answer, Tim Cook. He's been with Apple for more than a decade. He also was formerly the chief operating officer of Apple, of course, now the CEO. Will he be able to live up to what Steve Jobs has created? Will he be able to carry on that legacy? Of course, only time will tell. Reporting live in Norfolk, I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.
And Wavy TV 10 does have an entire section on Wavy.com devoted to the life and legacy of Steve Jobs.
Just go to the homepage and you'll see this. There's a timeline of all of his accomplishments, a photo gallery, and you can also read what people are tweeting and saying about him.